Have you ever felt a lump in your throat when holding back tears? Or that tightness in your chest after a stressful day? What many people don't realize is that our emotions don't just stay in our minds. They settle in our bodies, causing tension, pain, and even illness. Today, we're going to reveal how emotions get trapped in the body and, more importantly, how to release them for a lighter, healthier life. So go ahead and leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on content like this. The connection between mind and body runs deeper than we think. Thoughts and emotions don't just stay in the brain, they manifest physically. But how does this happen? Dissociative identity disorder did a fascinating example. DID, formerly known as multiple personality disorder, is a striking example of how the body responds to the mind. Patients with DID can exhibit real physiological changes between their identities. Different allergies. One personality might have a severe peanut allergy, while another can eat peanuts without any issue. Vision changes. Some people need glasses in one identity, but have perfect vision in another. Fluctuations in blood pressure and even diabetes. Blood sugar levels can change depending on the active personality. Scientific studies confirm these differences through brain imaging tests, proving that it's not faking. It's a real transformation in how the body functions. Evidence of the mind-body relationship. Even without DID, we all experience this connection daily. A racing heart before an important presentation. Sweaty palms after receiving shocking news. Shoulder tension after a stressful day. Our body responds to our emotions instantly. But the reverse is also true. Our physical state affects our mind. For example, slouching can intensify feelings of sadness, while deep breathing can reduce anxiety. This constant exchange between body and mind is the key to understanding how emotions can become trapped in the body. Emotions are not just fleeting thoughts. They physically manifest in our bodies. Yet, we often ignore these signals until they turn into pain or illness. Physical symptoms linked to mental disorders. Have you ever considered that many physical symptoms could be a reflection of your emotional state? Here are some examples. Depression. Beyond sadness and lack of motivation, depression can cause extreme fatigue, insomnia, appetite changes, and even unexplained muscle pain. Anxiety. Constant alertness can lead to muscle tension, heart palpitations, dizziness, and even digestive issues like gastritis or irritable bowel syndrome. Post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. People with trauma may experience frequent pain, sensitivity to light and sound, and exaggerated reactions to the slightest sign of danger. These symptoms highlight the deep connection between mind and body, showing how unprocessed emotions can turn into physical suffering. The body's language and common expressions. Interestingly, our own language reflects this connection between emotions and the body. Think about these expressions. I feel like I have the weight of the world on my shoulders. I had a lump in my throat that gave me butterflies in my stomach. I felt a tightness in my chest. These phrases didn't appear by chance. They show how we perceive emotions in our bodies and how each feeling can be linked to a specific physical response. But what happens when these emotions aren't released? They get trapped in the body, creating a cycle of discomfort and even illness. Have you ever felt like, even after a difficult moment had passed, your body was still reacting? As if the tension, tightness in your chest, or stomach pain were still there. This happens because some emotions don't just disappear, they get trapped in the body. What causes emotions to get trapped? There are several reasons why feelings aren't properly processed and end up being stored physically. Emotional repression. From a young age, we learn to hold back tears, swallow our pride, and hide our emotions. This habit can lead the body to store unexpressed feelings. Chronic stress. When we live under constant pressure, our body stays in a heightened state of alert. This prevents emotions from flowing naturally, causing them to build up. Fight, flight, or freeze responses. In challenging situations, our nervous system reacts in three ways: fight, flight, or freeze. When we freeze, meaning we don't respond to the situation, the emotion can become trapped inside the body. Scientific and anecdotal evidence. Various studies and personal accounts show that intense emotions often manifest physically in specific areas of the body: repressed anger, tension in the jaw and neck, accumulated anxiety, chest pain, and breathing difficulties, unprocessed sadness and grief, throat discomfort and heavy shoulders, constant fear, stomach pain, and abdominal tension. Additionally, studies show that prolonged stress increases the risk of serious illnesses like hypertension, heart attacks, and even cancer. This proves that ignoring emotions can have real and dangerous consequences for our health. Now that we understand how emotions can manifest physically, the question is, how exactly do they get stored in the body? Experiences and physical reactions. Whenever we feel something intense, our body reacts automatically. Imagine these situations. You receive shocking news and feel tightness in your chest. Someone humiliates you in public, and your face burns with shame. You get startled and feel butterflies in your stomach. These reactions are part of the body's natural functioning. The problem begins when we're unable to express or process the emotion at the moment. For example, if someone experiences intense anger but has to swallow it, that anger may get stored in the muscles as tension or pain. Over time, this tension can become chronic, leading to persistent discomfort. Where are emotions stored? Studies and reports suggest that emotions tend to get trapped in specific parts of the body. Grief and sadness, throat and chest, feeling a lump in the throat or tightness in the chest. Anxiety and fear, stomach and intestines, digestive issues like gastritis and irritable bowel syndrome. Repressed anger, jaw and shoulders, teeth grinding, neck tension. Chronic stress, back muscles and head, body aches and migraines. If these emotions aren't processed, they can accumulate, causing pain, fatigue, and even more serious health conditions. The impact of emotional buildup on the body. A study published in Psychological Science found that people who suppress their emotions have a higher risk of developing cardiovascular diseases. Another study from Harvard Medical School revealed that prolonged emotional stress can weaken the immune system, making the body more vulnerable to infections and illnesses. The good news is that there are ways to release these emotions and restore balance between mind and body. Now that we know how emotions get trapped in the body, the question is, how can we release them? Fortunately, there are powerful techniques to transform accumulated tension into well-being. Mind-body connection, top-down and bottom-up approaches. There are two main approaches to dealing with stored emotions. Top-down, mind influencing body, works through the mind to affect the body. Example, cognitive therapy, self-awareness, and thought restructuring. Bottom-up, body influencing mind, uses the body to calm the mind. Example, deep breathing, muscle relaxation, and movement exercises. The best strategy is to combine both approaches for complete balance. Simple and effective techniques. Diaphragmatic breathing. Breathing deeply through the nose and slowly exhaling through the nose or mouth helps reduce the fight or flight response. Stretching and yoga. Gentle movements release accumulated muscle tension, making it easier to process emotions. Body-based therapies. Techniques like somatic experiencing and EMDR help release trauma stored in the body. Touch and massage. Manual therapies, such as therapeutic massage, can release emotions trapped in specific body areas. Therapeutic writing. Putting emotions into words helps process them and reduces the emotional burden. Emotional expression. Screaming into a pillow, punching a punching bag, or simply crying are natural and effective ways to release emotions. These practices help restore balance and prevent emotions from getting trapped, negatively affecting physical and mental health. You don't need a complete life overhaul to transform your emotional well-being. Small adjustments in your daily routine can prevent emotions from getting trapped in the body and significantly improve your overall health. Sleep, the foundation of emotional balance. Studies show that 87% of depression cases improve with proper sleep. Quality sleep reduces cortisol, the stress hormone, and enhances emotional processing. Practical tip: create a nighttime routine. Avoid screens before bed, drink a relaxing tea, and stick to a consistent sleep schedule. Exercise, a natural remedy for the mind. Physical activity is as effective as antidepressants for mild to moderate cases of depression and anxiety. Movement releases endorphins and reduces built-up muscle tension. Practical tip: find an activity you enjoy, whether it's dancing, walking, yoga, or weight training. The key is to keep moving. Nutrition, fueling the body and mind. The gut is considered the second brain because it produces 90% of the body's serotonin. Sugar and processed foods increase inflammation and negatively affect mood. Practical tip: prioritize serotonin-boosting foods like bananas, avocados, eggs, and nuts. Posture and body language. Small adjustments, big impact. Research shows that maintaining an upright posture can boost confidence and reduce feelings of sadness. Simply smiling activates the brain to release dopamine and serotonin, improving mood. Practical tip: if you're feeling down, try adjusting your posture and see how it affects your emotional state. Simple techniques for daily relaxation. Body scan, a technique that helps release stored tension by mentally scanning the body. Progressive muscle relaxation, tensing and releasing different muscle groups to relieve stress. Yoga and meditation. Studies by Dr. Bessel van der Kolk show that yoga can be more effective than medication in treating PTSD. These small, easy-to-implement changes can transform how your mind and body process emotions. Now that we understand how emotions manifest and become trapped in the body, let's go a little deeper. How exactly does the body influence thoughts and emotions? Working with emotions in the body. Our body doesn't just feel emotions, it also stores them. This means physical sensations are learned emotional reactions. For example, if you grew up in a tense environment, your body may have learned to keep your muscles constantly tight. The amygdala, the brain region responsible for emotions, can automatically activate threat responses even when there is no real danger. Releasing accumulated physical tension helps unblock repressed emotions, promoting deep well-being. Physical impact on thoughts. When we're exhausted or in pain, our brain tends to interpret everything more negatively. Studies show that physical fatigue increases catastrophic thinking and irritability. Relax the body, and you'll notice your thoughts become clearer and more balanced. A moment for reflection. Small daily adjustments can transform your mental health. Consider this. How do you currently deal with your emotions? Do you feel any tension or pain that could be linked to trapped emotions? What small changes can you make today to improve your mind-body connection? Bringing awareness to these questions is already the first step toward a more balanced life. Now you know, emotions don't just disappear, they manifest in the body. Shoulder tension, stomach pain, chronic fatigue. All of these could be signs of unprocessed feelings. But the good news is you can release these emotions. Small changes, like mindful breathing, body movement, quality sleep, and balanced nutrition, can make a huge difference in your mental and physical health. So why not start today? Observe your body, practice self-care, and try out the techniques we've shared. And if this content resonated with you, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. See you in the next video. Until then,